Hello everyone and welcome back to Acting 1. This week what we're going to do is continue working with our given circumstances. And you are going to pair up with a person in the class and I'm going to give you a contentless scene. And what you're going to do is take that scene, memorize one side of the conversation. They're always A or B, person A or B, and you guys are going to perform that scene to the class. But here's the thing. Your job is to create the given circumstances of that world. I want to be able to see the complete world that you're living in, and you're not allowed to change, alter, or add in anything to your scenes. You have to show us, just like the assignment before when you had to create the world as you were crossing the room. Now you're going to have to do that and take your time because the words don't all have to come out at the same time. But your job is to set up a situation and to tell us a story. Now, in everything, this should not be a casual conversation because if we're just watching two people live, why are we watching it? We want to watch the most important day of these characters' lives, and these characters didn't exist. So if those spirits are going around and this is their one chance to be heard, why would you make it normal? Make it extraordinary. Make it something big. Make it matter. Every single time you perform, it should be about a relationship either coming together or being torn apart. It should be about somebody gaining status or losing status. It should be something important, life-changing that we can learn from, that we can grow from. That's a story worth telling, even if the lines are ambiguous. Now, you're going to see that there's a turning point in each of those situations that I give you, right? Every scene has a beginning, middle, and end, and every scene has a climax. That means there's a moment where things peak, where the tension is at the highest. Now that could be the moment right before their relationship comes together, or it could be the moment right before it's torn apart. What you're gonna have to do is look at your partner, right? You can't just come up with a situation. Look at your partner and see who both of you are and what you bring to the table. Who is your audience going to believe you as? And then base your situation and your given circumstances on that. If you're both young and you're both really good at comedic love stories, then try it. Try using those words to ask a person out. Or maybe this is a breakup scene. And what happened is somebody found some lingerie or discarded clothes on the couch. And that's the conversation that they're going to have. Or maybe it's a parent who's waiting for their drunk child to come home. Now, in one of the situations, you're going to see that they say, I just watched a little TV. Well, that's a clue that obviously something that the other person did was on TV, right? Now, there's going to be some kind of moment like that in every scene, no matter what scene you find. So what your job is to find out, okay, first, what's the scenario that we could create based on who my partner and I are? Then what you're going to do is look over your lines and come up together. How do we tell a story with a beginning, middle, and end that is life-changing for these characters and that can help our audience understand themselves just a little bit more, right? And then speak from your heart. The lines don't have to come out at the same time. And lines don't mean anything until you give them meaning. You can say, would you pass me the bananas? Or excuse me. Excuse me is the word you use. But sometimes what you say is, I love you, or I'm sorry, or I hate you. And each of those comes out a different way, right? So if it's pass me the Diet Coke, if it's I love you, pass me the Diet Coke. Or maybe it's I'm sorry. Pass me the Diet Coke. Or maybe it's I hate you. Pass me the Diet Coke. See, it's all different. It doesn't matter until you give it meaning. So take your time to set it up and make sure that when you speak, it matters. often new actors get so scared that they feel like they have to say all their lines really fast, and that's not true. You never do anything until something happens to make you do it. So make sure that you have a reason to speak. Make sure you have a reason to do something. And base it in the world that you have created. All right, everyone, I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with and your videos, and I'll see you soon.